But I'm a Christian, SIB. But to me, it's it's the same. It's just that I don't go to church. But my wife is for Catholic family, so I went to Camelite also. On and off. Camelite is late now when they do the sender, virgil, prayer. The church at since young.
I know Olympus and Satan. Were you St. Paul before? Dragon. Dragon School. Oh. At Dragon School,
no,
you may know Carlos Parker.
I forgot the name.
Carlos Parker. From Tai. Kampung Tai. Peter Salam. That doesn't ring a bell.
No, longer than that.
Yeah, lah, we left school 45.
Maybe 45 left school.
No, 45 years.
All 45 years. Yeah, it's a Japanese occupation time.
1969, we left after 6 and 4.
No, mine is 74.
Oh, 74, you're younger. He's about Carlos time.
Maybe he's older than me.
Carlos Parker. No. Carlos Parker is he only went to Australia 73.
In a moment, I am about to say go, and I would like for you to point at anything around here.
Dragon School.
It's okay. You say, but point at different things and loudly.
Okay, I think we start. This segment is very important. The thing that it's so slow. I can't even show my. I will turn on the radio. It's just that
We'll be behind you all the way.
Orange. Putrid.
So this sixth segment is that's free to. So it's not going to be formal. I just want to introduce a little bit. So on my right hand side, my wife. Thank you. My wife is entrusted by the institute to ask her to just recently asked her to take help with the library books and so on. But we are all part-time of this institute. Of course, she's a teacher. She's there, as a master's in education, English teacher, so she can help with English and editing, that kind of thing. And Richard, of course, is well known. So my first time, I already feel the closeness, thank God. But one thing is that Richard is so willing to help us at the institute. I also always remember Byron. So Byron introduced him to me. That's a credit. Thank you, Byron. Otherwise, I wouldn't know him today. Sarawak, we are looking for academics, and he is well qualified internationally. So he's one of the research fellows together with Limbab. We'll be having a sort of a room, a chair, facility, and so on. Thank you so much. And then for this morning coming back from with Zibo Page. And Jimmy, you have to introduce yourself, you don't mind?
I'm a member of the Super Party.
Oh, right. Okay.
Ordinary member.
Okay. So you have some interest in
some interest, yeah.
Good, right.
So I thought that with new people,
Yeah.
maybe especially the party itself.
Okay.
Now it's becoming a very important thing. As
Yeah.
far as the agreement 63 is
Oh, right.
As I said, if you look at the key to the person actually initiate the whole thing,
All right.
Until it becomes a state interest,
Yes.
So partly because my mother was also concerned to the state when it first formed the coalition government and established.
Okay.
So these also play a major role in actually found this country in that sense.
Yes.
After our so-called independence, how you started
Yeah.
a role and so many people came from independence of Bahrain. So in that sense, I'm still alive.
Okay.
My father is still alive. I thought that maybe
One day we will bring him here for interview.
through this
We have a
party,
oral history.
that we can live in our
Yeah.
way.
Definitely, although small, but I see it as a very significant.
Yeah.
Definitely very significant because it's like a cogwheel. Nobody, because you have that thing running properly, everybody play a major role.
Yeah.
Although it seems small, very significant. Thank you very much.
I was really very
Yeah.
how to say very interesting.
Okay.
Asking Richard, actually, Dr. Richard, to write something about my father history, how he formed it.
Okay.
Just to like say that.
Okay,
So
it's like-
perhaps if I come here,
yeah,
I will see what, something there, something that I don't see.
Yeah.
I'm just like I said, I'm a lay person. I don't know anything about history or political science, how it's done, it's quite difficult.
Okay.
It's also very important, man.
Okay.
You better say.
I was going to say-
If it could be formal, as far as I know you, so we keep it very short.
Yeah.
Because of time.
Yeah.
Philip, you want to talk?
No, I just want to add in that he is also a lawyer.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that is very important for
Right.
us like here. Sometimes
All right.
things that we do should have that legal basis. They give
all
the
right.
advice.
Just go and send it in.
Yeah.
Like I
Right,
said,
thank you, special interest, yeah.
Myself, I'm
Okay.
architect. I'm architect and CDU, and for years my interest on the how Sarawak gets connected to Malaysia and with Malaya and all that. So this thing, and I've been SCPP Kadir, so one of the we with the party 30 over years trying to push some of these ideas. So like what Jimmy is saying, one of my pet subject is on the MS63. So it's through me that the party get linked up with Zainal Ajaman, so who is coming on the 11th. No, the talk is on 12, but he's coming the day before, on the 11th. 12 the talk here, so you try to set aside the thing.
11.
But at the moment, this thing I'm doing it personally with Zainal, not so much as through the research R&R, but it's the go ahead I got from Sebastian to our second to go through. So keep that date in mind, the 12th, and on the 13th he may go to Miri.
Oh.
So this is a big picture planning at the moment. So he's going to come pick up.
Baron, can you say something?
My name is Baron. I'm PA to Sitgen, who is also YB Dato' Sebastian Teng. So my interest is formation of Malaysia.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So, no young and
I'm not young.
I mean, Baron, we forever young. Okay, Chai Jinghua is my old friend who since maybe 30 years back, we know each other. He's still young, look, and he's the IT tech guy. So I especially reminded him to come and come. So thank you for coming. You want to say something?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's your question.
Okay, let me just call Mr. Lam, alright, the secretary to Dato' Lee. But I can yes, I think.
Oh, I know them very well.
Because
his boss is my good friend.
Thing is from Kraken.
No, not Eric. Miri,
the old.
Yeah. Sorry,
So, okay. That is my second son in Sweden. So he will be helping with the taping and so on in the absence of Desmond. So he's in Sweden, publishing coming. So engineering guy and the younger one. There's our RA. This one is new. Sixth former. He's catching up. He's helping me a lot, and probably next time he will contact you more and so on. This is learning so fast, but he's still learning. She's still learning, right? So this is Nora's been Hani. Okay, Ali, sorry. Okay. From Sarawak, one of the kampongs. Okay, thank you. Okay, now I think about time to start. Yeah. Okay, can the camera come to me? Give me a signal, please. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. From Sabah, Sarawak, Malaysia, I'm proud to present a seminar entitled Sarawak Smart Society and Exploration. And I hope you all guys enjoy it. Thank you for coming. Alright. So now we try to understand my topic here. It is quite new. I didn't say it's new, it's quite new. So important to understand that Sarawak must not left behind in terms of urban study. If we are being late, later on we'll end up just eating something. But I want to show you something that I composed yesterday. Sarawak, let you be not a Kodak, not even Fuji film, but be an apple, fruitful, innovative, and lasting. So I'm referring to 3 tech companies. Kodak is almost dead. At one time back club, came back, also almost nothing. It's like history. Fujifilm has branched a bit. Sarawak is in Fujifilm style, Fujifilm state. But we want to be Apple. I mean, it's a symbol of change, symbol of fruitfulness, symbol of innovativeness, and lasting and competitive, etc. Right? So this is what I thought of as an introduction, poetically, a bit poetically. And this one is another one taken from the book of adopted and inspired by the book Jungle of Hope. You heard about that? So Kuching, a haven of hope, a land of opportunity, choices and changes about. I must not be afraid of change, but instead I should prepare myself for coming change, so that I will not be left behind. So this is my heart, this is, I suppose, the institute heart, and this is composed by my wife, and Chai composed it. Thus yesterday, just to inspire some of us who are poetic. Alright, so back to the topic here, Sarawak Smart Society. Now I'm quite free to talk now. No more formality. I am a freelance talker. I would say I like to talk out no tax. Alright, so Sarawak Society is actually a concept that I try to get it out of smart city. That's the first thing we want to really know, because the smart city has been a worldwide phenomenon. Already into it for at least 10 years. And Sarawak, we do have some like smart home, this and that. So in terms of urban studies, we want to move a little bit towards that as well. Smart city. And that has 4 stakeholders. Number 1 is the government, especially the local government. Number 2 is the business people, business tech people who has to engage in private and public partnership. Number 3 is the institute, knowledge institute, like us, and also like for example Swinburne Technical Institute, they're inventing stuff like sensors and so on, to complement our liberal academics, which is very important. We have a sociological studies, historical sociological study, to put things right first. This is one of the sociological studies that I made and going to follow up. This is just an exploration. I touch a little bit on challenges and opportunity as well. Okay, the 4 stakeholders is the citizens, which is the most important if we look at in terms of democracy is concerned. So we have the citizens, civic society, people in the church, people in religious affiliations, people of social affiliation, like NGOs, all people must be in. The leaders, community leaders, even politicians, some of them I classify them as not just governmental but also in terms of citizenship, because they are part of us. So these 4 stakeholders, if put together, then you can see that this smart city would work. This is not my talking, actually. I do research and they summarize. Smart city to work must have these 4 stakeholders working together. And smart society has another new element. Okay, new element in that sense is that according to this book, 4th Industrial Revolution, This is by Swap, Klaus Swap. He's a Switzerlander. And this book is latest. I bought it for the institute. Later on you can borrow. But the more important thing is that he has observed and suggested strongly through World Economic Forum 2016 that we are on the brink of fourth industrial revolution. Okay, the paper that I wrote here will be more comprehensive. I try to cut it short so that everybody can enjoy our Q&A and so on later. So this book is the latest 2017, and it spells out clearly one of the what we call deep shift is smart city. There are about 24 deep shifts. This book is really classic, very good book, very good. So I buy it, 70 something for the institute. Please read it. It will be here, but in the meantime, I'm still using it for this purpose. So I would like you to know, we are here on the brink, and the specific thing that come out is the biological part, the human part. In smart city, we have, I'm trying to problematize now. The smart city is an older version already. If we are not careful, if we adopt it, we will miss the biological part, the human part. So that's why I conceptualize it from the theory of smart city there into probably another model, smart society, which takes into account all biological part, the human part. It is all for the human part that marks the whole thing out from the smart city. We are quite special. But with the smart city as the foundational thing, build it up. So they can see that I will try to tell you that the theory of smart city is already there. It's been practiced. Singapore make it also. Singapore has already called itself a smart nation. And by the way, I mustn't forget, try to make a invitation for this smart nation in charge. That is the foreign minister, Dr. Vivian, to come in a few months to come. It's something like working out a national seminar. I would call it Sarawak State Seminar. This is the precursor to this. Just for your information. So this is important. I have finally conceptualized after a few weeks of thinking and reading. Of course, reading is a long time, but to conceptualize, to be clear in my head is to conceptualize it as a smart society. So smart society. So how I'm going to do it is through these four stakeholders that I mentioned just now. First, institute. The institute doesn't refer to just us and me, but it seems that without I don't know our Dr. Richard agree or not. Is sociological institution more important institute or sociological or scientific revolution here? Scientific revolution. John, what is KUHN? I can't remember the name. Thomas. Yes. So Thomas Kuhn and his scientific revolution mentioned. I suspect, honestly, sociological science at the least. We study everything together, put it right, and then get the stakeholders just to engage, and then we continuously do a longitudinal study on the whole thing, on the sociological changes over time. Okay, so now institute, I'm trying to stress that it's not just us. Then the government. The government is extremely important, but in our context, Sarawak, I conceptualize as for example, if I can get straight to a point. For example, if I can get something like housing estate to involve, or like Syrian rural center, small one to involve as a start, then it will be okay. Then if it's workable, by the 4 stakeholders. Then we get on with the bigger. Maybe you can talk about Kuching market, Kuching city, besar. Then you go further, but you have to start from small. Yeah? So it all depends on our kind of approach. It could be leg, just like what we're doing, and then further zone, and further is division. But to change the whole thing, it's almost impossible without a small thing, I would say. Unless you have people like the Vivian, like Lee Hsien Loong, they straight away catch what we do. We have to wait for Abang Jo to say yes to everything like that. So that is later. If we say yes, then it goes. I know the person said, the S say yes, everything goes. But I'm not going to do that because sociological study should take the lead. Because if he say yes, he doesn't know anything, it's not going to be yes. It's going to be half yes and no in between. So the sociological study like we are doing now, will take the lead, will move on. Will spearhead, will lead the way. Alright, so you want you to remember IGBC. SSS, S to Power 3, Sarawak Smart Society. IGBC is Institute Government Business Citizens. Then I expect this result. I cut it short because of I need to. You can always read here. It's quite comprehensive, honestly. And some of you don't like to read. I know. Okay, no time to read. So this is good. Also, I have to use that one to you. Yeah. Thank you. RA and this is for me. I hope everything is okay. I didn't have the time to check. If it's not complete, let me know. So this one, other research question 1. I've done this one based on research approach. We are academics, we know exactly what we want, how to achieve it. It's not just a newspaper cutting, gut feeling kind of talk. So research question 1, I talk about more or less how smart city and society are defined and operationalized. Okay. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I can tell you it's possible, operational. It's not just a fantasy. It's not. Okay. Then research question 2, we have to theorize and conceptualize a model because you have other models. There are two models. I think this one I have to show it to you. It's somewhere, but I have a problem with this one and a bit of time here. It's not here. It's this here. It is in the paper. So can you kindly turn with me on page 4? Oh, good. I have the page. Yes, page 4 there. This theory is taken here, but I don't see it as a model. But there are 5 layers. Sorry, there are 5 layers. Please remember that. So to me, this is just a smart city model. I go further, as I explain later. The basic thing is natural, topography, environment, natural. Then you have the infrastructure, land use, roads, building, utilities, which is layer 2. Then according to the theory again, you have the 3rd layer, resource, water, air, oil, minerals, etc. And then the plan 4, level 4 there, you have services, and last plan will be social system. Okay, you have social system, but it's not clarified clearly. But I would like you to look at next page. Oh my goodness, it's not there. This is the problem. Can you see that?
You're looking at page 5?
No, there is one thing. I hope I can find it for you.
You don't have, but we have page 5.
This no. Then you got.
Just on the very top is environment and
After page.
After page 4, you have 5 and 6.
No, I like this diagram. This diagram.
That diagram we have
You have it?
7.
Oh, that's good. No, it's not there. Sorry,
Sorry, the diagram is on page 8. The area is on.
Okay, never mind. It's important. That is my conceptualization there. Okay, just to put it very clearly, the first layer is all the elements of the smart cities. Now, towards the higher hierarchy is the word technology. Without technology, you have no such society. Okay, and it has to be what they call that tailored specifically for smart city. The technology that we have now is good enough, but not good enough for smart city. Then as we go further up, I put the word biological. So actually it refers to humans. But there are also other aspects like dogs, cats, and so on, which are important to us now. So what is important now is the biological part. Now I'm also doesn't take ideas out of my imagination or out of my sleep. No, but it's actually coming from here. Nothing new. Number one, he has summarized very clearly. Swab has summarized very clearly. He's professor also. Our professor Swab, yeah. So he put up 3 layers. Not to say he just mentioned 3 things. Number one is the physical. Then number 2 is the digital. Number 3 is the biological. So I need to conceptualize clearly according to the latest trend. And this one is projected for years down the road. For example, 2025, here's the deep shift of saying that there will be, I think, 60%, the tipping point, 60% of under smart city, 60%, maybe I should read it. Maybe I just simply take one. Okay, it's here. The tipping point, the first city with more than 50,000 inhabitants and no traffic lights. That's his tipping point according to Swab. And Swab doesn't take it from himself, you know. He has his, you know, in Davos, the whole world community, the best brain is there. So now, by 2025, not 60, sorry, 64%. 64% of respondents, they expected the tipping point to have occurred. In other words, by 65%, which coincides with the urbanization, the people who go down to the city, to the urban areas to study, is almost more than 60% by 2025. So in other words, we want to be ahead, we want to be looked upon in the map as a smart nation or a smart society under the concept of this economy, what you call that, digital economy, etc., etc. This is, I believe, is the right move. Make sure we have the hierarchy, the concept in our head first. There is physical, the smart city must be there. Then second, technology. Technology is so important. And that's why I hope that to get whole thing somehow got the momentum of snowball into something. We will get technological people to come and so on. We have many people. Okay. Just for reference also, maybe I should skip that one quickly. The important thing is that we have done, Sarawak has done something on this one. Okay. I have found this one for your information. All the presenters in the last IDEC BCCK in Sarawak, Kuching here. So there are a lot deposited here. Anybody can read and understand what Sarawak is up to, according to our Chief Minister Abang Jo, what he wants. But we don't see the blueprint, the roadmap, etc. So now I think our sociological responsibility is to do a proper one, at least to the government. This is our social. Nobody else will do it. You don't expect SS office to do it, I know. You don't, because they are so busy. Now, this seminar is done by Social Economic Research Unit, Prime Minister's Department, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, on Vision 2020. So you can see that there is this Social Economic Research Unit. I don't know, I don't think Sarawak has it. I know they have a lot of other things. They have SDI, I know, but I know SDI, I'm sorry, they are also like inviting people, they don't have the expertise there. They're only getting people to talk, you know. You know what I mean? If the director, for example, is a professor, it's a different story. I would recommend him to go there. Because the CEO, the people that I know of, they are the people who know, I would say nuts. They don't know, they just come, people, come talk. You know, that kind of thing. Hit and run at home basis. But you have somebody special do some different thing. Alright. So I want you to understand our Tun Mahathir, the then Prime Minister, has his SS on his right side. The power is there. When you have the SS, send for us, everything will move. Money also move. Honestly. Then on the left side, we have, of course, the research head. So I think that our institute, our board, and our research team has a role to play, can play a good role if everything goes well. So you just no pen, no gain, just give it a try. Alright, so the next thing, the last one, I've been talking about the operational thing. It's not a dream, and there is a model which you can follow. And then after that, the research question number 3 is that smart society Sarawak is possible, actionable. I say it because how to do it, I have put into my paper here, how to do it, and so on and so on. The important thing is not to get it confused, and the seminars that follow later on, or discussion that follow, to able to fine tune, make it strong and present and more sense to it. Then we will be able to move as a team. Okay, good. So now I just gone through the 5 things. The next slide, let's look at it. I want to give you a conclusion first. We need, like that's why just now I said that it is actionable. We need applied research in terms of technical support as well as marketing report. You have a marketing research report. And as well as the what we call sociological research. These are all applied or practical research. Correct if I'm wrong. Then we have the visionary government. This is the hard part as well. As hard as inventing a sensor for it. As hard as to devise a smart society, smart card for it, which laid out in my paper if you have the time to read it. But the government can be very resistant to it. Okay, first thing, they are political in mind, right? But I have some thought about it also. For example, all right, let's quickly, you want to get the political people to involve, make sure they get the votes, right? So the visionary government wants a smart society to work. If they have political support and the voter support, they can win. If not, what for? Wasting money, wasting time. Give it to others. So myself have it. So I thought, for example, I'll give you one clear example to me. Is just one, you devise a card that put in my card, and then that different algorithms inside the smart card will enable people to buy something from one Malaysia shop, buy certain things for the shop, and they have to register with it. And the party concerned register properly and follow it. Then you probably serve them well. The money will not go elsewhere. It will be used properly. Then the political people are doing a good job, and the money can come in quite easily, systematically, and then monitor well how they spend, what do they spend, and so on. At the end of the day, the government monitor everything so well. If that card is working. It can be embedded into our my card, smart system into our my card. Okay, so this is actually not new, but on the other hand, we are not doing it. Most people do. You are generating political loyalty, political like no. And so I believe, just for fun sake, is the government will support us if we say something like that. This is just one idea. Then we look at number 3, public-private partnerships. Then this is very important. If you look at Singapore, for example, the whole nation asked the whole world expert to go there. I have 2 nephews there. They can't find a proper job, not a proper job, not a well-paid job and according to expertise. Robotics and masters. What can I do here? So have to go to Singapore and do something. So when they went there, they go there, they can use their skills. So what we have here is not like Singapore. Singapore, they encourage private enterprises to come into the city and work with people like Dr. Vivian, which I hope to invite him. They said yes already, but we have to prove ourselves to his mark. Alright, so private is important, extremely important. And as a sociological guy here, I would like these four people coming in, especially the public-private sector, and the 4 domains coming in, 4 stakeholders coming in. The last one, robust citizen, we want proper and sensible, civic-minded people, people who are educated, elites, so that they can come in with that conscience to help the poor, uneducated, live out within through the smart society. Okay? Alright, so these 4 things is really, really important. I conclude it. These are the implications. We're going to continue with applied research. We're going to continue to do missionary government to generate that, to inspire them. Then we want to get the private. And we have many actually. One of the yesterday, our family went to see what show was it? Sorry, Spider-Man. We went in quite early. So the first advertisement was it is TM. Showing all this, maybe how many plays? 30 seconds. But it is not like what they are promoting also. I don't know why they promote that in the theatre. And so TM can be a private enterprise. So other people will slowly coming in, but we make sure we have the government, for example, our local government minister to agree with it, and also other ministry to work with us. And this research institute must move on. And we must get the right citizens here. Otherwise, okay, I try to repeat, I'm sorry, to re-emphasize, let's get the idea across. There are 4 stakeholders. Now these are to inspire each of us here. ICT is everywhere, right? And it's such an abundance. We can't even build out a complete picture. What an achievement. Do you know achievement? So it's everywhere. IT is everywhere. So we want a smart society. We want our Malaysia Sarawak to be outstanding. ICT is the key. My PhD thesis is ICT in education. It's there. You can see if you want. I work out a model as well, quantitatively. I don't think anybody will like to see. You see, if you're a technical person, you can understand. Otherwise, you will fall asleep. When I did it, I don't fall asleep. So interesting. When I finish doing it, quite boring. It's a dry thing, right? But on the other hand, you need to work on it quantitatively. ICT is important. How important? Prove it scientifically. Okay? Now, slowing down the bad guys. This is very important. I hope you agree with me. Safety and security. Alright? You have Russian, right? Yesterday, Putin and who is this guy? And Trump was shaking hands. Oh, you see the body language, one sit like that, one sit like that, they talk. They are talking about safety and security actually. Right? They were so worried now. Sarawak is the same thing, we just haven't tested yet. Once we have no computer or hack, my goodness. I remember many years ago, mine was hacked. Everybody sent me all the stories. Hey, Boona, how come you were in Nigeria or what? You owe 5,000 somebody, you want me to send money, that kind of thing. So everybody panicked, my friend also panicked. The church people call me also, what happened to you? Are you in Nigeria? I said, Nigeria or where? Well, one of the big countries. So, 17%, one day we get it. If Sarawak wants to be ahead, we have to do it. Okay, by the way, in Selangor, there is a lot, especially the Dutch, in the paper, is very clear, put up a lot of ideas. It was not done systematically. I don't know why. Probably, I can guess it's the Sarawak government who is not engaged fully. And there's a lot of private enterprises, the TOR, the Banda, Sunware, all these. They have their own project, but it's scattered. I would call it scattered smart ideas everywhere. So what we need to do actually is to really put it together. And Sarawak, you can do that. From small, as I said, to big, it will be a fantastic idea. And you start asking, cannot? I think can. Can start from an estate. I think we have Philip here, he knows how to start a waterfront. We can put waterfront as a smart society possible. Especially we have connection in tourism and arts and culture. And with Philip here is the Christopher went in Kuching here. So if he is interested, I'm sorry. So he's not a bad guy. The bad guys are there, trying to destroy us. He's a good guy. Okay, now smart distribution of parcels. You know that my son Lazada want to get something cheap, fast. I tried to get a camera over 3 months, cannot get it. still use the old camera. But Lazada's next day came. My son already. So this is smart distribution, my goodness. The coax of smart society, everything works on each other. Duplicate and works on each other. Otherwise, the other wheels cannot turn. So, we cannot take things as piecemeal. We must put together. That's why I said smart society. Smart city is good, smart nation is good, but smart society is excellent. Okay? Because they put in the human part. The elderly, everything is taken care of. The sensors, the system, all work for the all. Tourism, those days there was no tourism, and migrants, and bad guys, good guys, all will be monitored, all will be smarted. Okay, next is peeking deep inside Twitter. Don't underestimate this one. Trump's tweeted, he is now the best person, the symbolism of Twitter personality, Twitter politician. He tweets, he let everything, the whole world know about it. Instant, you know. You can't go to the press, the whole system bureaucracy. So this is part of the smart city as well as smart society. Especially smart society. You need to quick and fast and so on. Okay. Robot buddies and smart cupboards. All of you know, I have seen many. Some just taking care of the old folk or somebody who is bedridden, but no human touch. So how to put in the human touch? Maybe you need a proper screen where your son and daughter can click. My son is there, my daughter is there. For example, doctor A, I have a heart problem. Shoot, okay, away and monitor everything. My darling, Elena Chai, darling, I love you. Come now. A human touch. What's the name I think of this thing? But it makes sense, you cannot put them in the old folks home and then let him play with the robot. Crazy. So it's do that kind of thing. Smart cupboards and so on, and skip that, technical. Smart healthcare for the elderly, this is also self-explanatory. Because you're getting more and more people who are older. More and more. Singapore same. Singapore drop demographic. Japan also drop difficult. More old people than the young people. So who is going to take care of who? I think the elderly will take care of the young, not the other way around. China, same thing. But the worst now is over a period of 20 years of horses. This elderly in Japan affecting the economy of Japan. So also for Malaysia and Sarawak, I'm not sure.
Malaysia, you see the news.
Malaysia.
Few weeks ago, Najib announced that by 2054,
2054, a lot of elderly. Okay.
The
So
young people have to pay 1.something billion to sustain
the elderly.
elderly
Yes.
people,
Yes.
older civil servants.
Yes. Okay.
Retirement fund.
Yes. Most likely the next election is 62 for me to retire. So because election year. So now the impact and values of sensors is getting more and more now. My first test of the sensor is not from here, when I asked somebody, my electrician to install something, he said, why don't you put a sensor there? And then so I switch on my light, the daytime is off, nighttime is off. I thought it's wonderful, save energy. So everywhere is sensor now, I know, but everywhere, even what Spider-Man, he look at, that's what I told my wife, although it's fantasy, but it's true, They put, I don't know, sensor in their eyes. Everything is recorded over months. So you can roll back and say, certain time, what did you see? So that's silent name. So nowadays, I don't know, I think should have. I don't know, you have a sensor in your eye?
No, Google has one.
When you put here, right?
No, Google has one, just
okay.
one side.
Right.
It links to your Facebook.
Yes, everything.
Once it links to your Facebook, every time you go to, let's say you go to a seminar,
Right.
if you have already included the guy as a friend, Professor Sim,
They will see.
Professor Tan.
They will know.
In that small little class, will tell you this guy is Professor Sim, this guy is Professor Tan, and then this is his short bibliography, what the paper he produced lately lah. So in a way, you don't feel embarrassed when you say you can't remember him.
Okay. They will give you feedback.
Especially
so
those
actually,
people who visit many seminar, many forum, and then you
Okay.
met a lot of friends over the years.
So they say that the impact and value of census increased tremendously now. They keep that and data, they also transmit the data, they also, for example, the criminal, they can identify who and tell you the name straight away. You have this one, this guy is a dangerous guy, this guy is so from Russia or Czechoslovakia. They will tell you, Nigerian hackers. Everything is there because linked everywhere, and like what you said, this is already in our system. Okay, so be careful. I don't know how sophisticated you are. You may be already got it. I'm not sure. You got sensor in your eye. So as I said just now, Sarawak might not be not a Kodak. Kodak died off. When I was young, I thought Kodak. I play Kodak. I enjoy. I go to Mercury. This right room, you know, in my teaching town there. Oh, enjoy. Shake, come out. Those days, Kodak is expert in that one. As they over time, the thing's so beautiful, so clearer and clearer. The excitement is there. But after that, die off. Bankrupt, die off because they don't want to change. If someone don't want to change, will be Kodak. But it's quite good that we have this seminar. I don't have time to go through this one. A lot of seminar that proves that Sarawak, Abanjo, Adinan wants to do something. How about we do our part? Then you see, we are a bit like Fujifilm. But if I believe, honestly, in my understanding, my take on this particular smart society, if we do it properly, we will be truly like Apple. Apple keep changing. Apple, Steve Jobs at one point went into the boardroom and said, no more computer. We don't want to have computer solution only. That's his word, you know, from one of his co-partner before. He said, forget about it. We forget about everything computer, what do you call it, computer-based thing. Those that everybody trying to improve computer. Improve until so good computer. I said, I can name now so many competitors like Fujifilm. I don't want to be Kodak. I don't want to compete. I want to be number one. So I said, throw away all that thing. I'm not talking it's true, you know. Then after that, he goes for this. At the end, everything is dead. I had my analog camera is dead. My sensor is dead. Weather, everything is dead. And it's all because of Steve Jobs. Okay? But smart society, I was trying to imagine this is my smart city. Smart society. This is my smart society. Now, if we can do that, I think Sarawak will source. So this one we need people, scholars, academic for the social study, sociological study. Sociological is different from historical study or anthropological study. Sociology is something happening, we change it, we investigate, we analyze, we integrate and do a lot of things. Current thing happening. So this one, I don't want it to just a book old and historical. I want it to be sociological. That's why I don't know. I yet to talk to my good friend a lot of these research fellows here. I hope we come to a page here, but it has to be sociological. Otherwise, we are